Oh, and by the way, we have our guest here. Uh, she goes by the name of Titi Lokei. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
Yes. So we have our guest, our music guest on here. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
All right. Can you guys hear her?
Titi Lokei.
Yep,
You spell
Titi
it?
Lokei.
Like Lokei.
Lokei.
Okay.
Yeah, I spelled it a little weird.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. I know you came all the way from Virginia. We appreciate that. That's a huge
Thanks for
coming.
Thanks for coming. And it was very short notice too. So
Yeah, it's all
appreciate.
How was the drive?
good. Long. I dozed off a couple
Beamer.
times. I was like,
Beamer, I know.
had a long day.
I know. For those that don't know, Titi Lokei is an AfroTrap. Well, you consider AfroTrap, right?
Something like that.
AfroTrap
Yes.
musician.
Yeah.
You're a rapper. Trust me, I heard your stuff. You can spit. I mean, I peeped some of your stuff.
Thank you.
You can
Appreciate
spit.
it.
Titi Lokei was born and raised in Chicago.
Yes. So
She's a second generation.
first generation.
First generation. So that means your parents
Yeah, both my
lived
parents
back
born and
home
raised in
and
Nigeria.
they came here.
Yeah.
I thought that was what second generation meant. Meaning like
First
so you're
generation.
First gen.
first generation. So first generation means so you're also first generation.
I wasn't born here though.
Okay.
I mean, whatever. I came when I was 10, so
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like
Okay,
whatever.
so your kids will be first
Yeah,
generation.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. So you started out in Chicago, and
Yeah.
where are you based now?
So now I'm in Virginia.
Virginia.
So I went from Chicago and I was in Atlanta a few years.
Okay.
I just got out here maybe like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Yep.
You've had a few albums out. I think you had like 2 albums. You were putting out a lot of work in 2018. It seems.
Yeah.
How's that going now?
Huh?
So how's that going?
It's going pretty well. I'm working on a new EP now, which
Yeah.
is gonna be called AfroTrap. It's
AfroTrap?
gonna have some Afro beats. It's gonna
Okay.
have some trap music, and then hopefully some that
Okay.
blends together.
Now I know you've opened up for some acts recently. One of them being I know WizKid is one of the people that you might have opened up for.
Yeah, I was actually in Nigeria when I performed with him. It was for this Pepsi soccer event.
Oh really?
And so I was one of the open acts. Yeah.
Oh wow. And
When was this?
This was back in 2013.
So when did you first start
2013,
putting out music?
2014. Oh man, it's been over at least 15 years. So I recorded my first song 15 years ago.
wow. So let me ask you something. Like, well, how did your parents react?
I was just gonna
react
ask
when
that.
you told them
Like,
you were
Nigerian
you were trying to be
It
a
was
musician
so
in America.
bad. It was so bad. My mother did not agree with it at all. It literally got to a point, even after I got my degree, it was still a problem with me going to the studio late at night and stuff like that. Literally to the point I had to leave home. I left home for like a month, and she finally was like, you know what, I prayed, and God said, if you have a passion, you must pursue it.
So they finally accepted
she
it.
finally accepted it.
After you left
especially
home.
After I left home and after her friends started seeing all my stuff on Facebook. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, I see Titi sing. She does this.
Yeah.
You know, so when her friends start chiming in, it's like, okay, all right, I accept it.
Okay. So
So they made you got your degree though.
I got my
That's,
degree. I'm like, what else do you want?
What did you get it in? What was your degree in?
My degree was actually in community health.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And then I got my master's.
Damn. So you got your
So-
master's as
I
well.
did, and she was
Sheesh.
still complaining.
But
Can
when you
believe?
started, did you start as AfroTrap or?
So when I first started, I was just rapping.
Okay.
Just straight hip hop. I didn't start incorporating Afro beat till maybe 2008.
okay.
How did you know you could
2008,
rap?
2009.
Sorry.
You know what? I started off writing. So I really, if I go all the way back, I started off dancing. So the stage has always been like my strong point. Like I love to perform.
Yeah.
And then I was background dancing for this girl who was rapping. It was a local
Yeah.
artist. And I was
In
always-
Chicago or
in
down
Chicago,
here? Okay.
In Chicago. And I was always writing. So I was always writing regardless. And then I finally just was like, you know, I think I'm ready to record. And then finally recorded my first song and kind of went from there.
And what was your first song?
It was called My Style. I don't even have it online.
You don't? My Style?
It was called My Style.
Okay.
It's like, I know you like my STYLE. I bet you. You like it. It was horrible.
So, I listened to one of the albums what would you call it, an album or a mixtape that you released in 2018?
No Boundaries or Sweetest Revenge.
So I listened to Sweetest Revenge.
Okay, that was like my EP.
That was your EP.
Yeah.
What was going on? Did you just come out of a breakup or something? No, she has. So on this album, she has this guy that's speaking like spoken word.
Yeah, his name is
And
Poetic Style.
Poetic
on Instagram.
Style?
He's actually Nigerian as well.
Oh, he is, and he does like the interludes, but he's going in like he's like was he heartbroken by somebody?
So, I don't know actually. So here's the thing. He didn't make that for the album.
Oh,
I
he didn't.
found him on Instagram and I was like, yo, this would be perfect for my
album.
EP. Like, and so it just blended
So
well.
it
with-
spoke to you.
Exactly.
So you guys check this out.
music
Check
that
this
I
out.
made.
I'm about to play something.
Oh, Lord. I'm nervous.
I guess I was supposed to fall apart when you left. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like you weren't hard to forget. I was devastated at first, but can't say that I still am. Because while you were out there playing games, I ran into a real man. And it's amazing the kind of happiness that healing brings. I love the fact that I can see you out now and not feel a thing. You've become somebody I want to deny ever messing with. Because that whole time, I didn't even realize I was settling. I wanted you so bad that I didn't pay attention to how you treated me. Chasing after you every time that you tried leaving me. Pressed for a relationship that I should have been running away from. I couldn't find a real man because standing in the way was a fake one. So thanks for fucking up. And thanks for showing me that it wasn't love. Because I'll probably still be chasing after a nigga that I couldn't fucking trust. It's funny how life works. Because niggas act like they're the best thing that ever happened to you till they're on the outside watching another nigga be happy with you.
Facts.
Okay.
Damn.
All right.
Yo, he mad.
Wait, so was he
to my
speaking
soul.
from your point of view or his
He's speaking from a woman's
a
point
woman's?
of view.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And he's Nigerian.
He's Nigerian.
Okay. So I got a chance to listen to the album, and just even like from the theme of the album, it sounded like it was you were kind of getting over a breakup. Is that fair to say? Or getting over somebody that you guys might have split up, and you were.
past pain though.
I think that's
artists,
yes.
I would say yes.
No, there was something going on
So
there.
it was definitely
That
it was
what's his name? Let's give him a shout out.
No, we're not giving them a shout out. Excuse me.
Hey,
it was
she produced a
definitely- it was
good body of
definitely
work
a
off it.
leaving, the past behind.
Yeah.
And the best revenge, know, is just to be successful.
Success.
Pretty much. So
I got that idea.
it was like yeah.
Another thing that I liked about the album is that it's you sounded empowered. Like you sound like your music is empowering, but it's not like one of those empowering things where you're like trying to like preach or like give a message. Like it didn't sound like you were trying to pander to like the like women or anything. It just sounded like you were just speaking from your perspective. But I got the feeling that it sounded
It spoke
very.
to you too.
That's not what I
Hey,
mean.
hashtag feminism.
That's not what I mean. All I'm just trying to say that it wasn't pandering, because you know how there's some artists out there that
Yeah,
you could
try to
tell
force
that
the message.
they're trying to force the message. They're trying to do the whole women thing, and they're trying to like just stuff it in your face. It didn't feel like that.
Yeah, they was
and-
definitely talking to the women like, listen.
Yes, but you could tell. You could tell that like as a woman, you could tell a woman would be able to relate to a lot of those
That
things.
song "Real One," that's probably one of my favorite ones.
So, and I was gonna play that because that was the one where you sampled a bunch of songs on here. There was this one song on there that you sampled. It was and I was trying to figure out it was a stop, drop, and roll song. And I love that sample. I'm about to play a little clip of it real quick.
Okay.
1 second.
You look fine. You look good. You look fine. And I know you look.
That's what he said. Hey, low key in the motherfucking building. Get 'em. Make any man want to stop, drop, and roll. Walked in, couple bad bitches. Turning heads, we sad bitches. High heels with the 6 inches. Pussy game is something vicious. Boss babes only talk to bosses. If you had me once, better count your losses.
Okay, I like that.
Yo, have your parents
Yeah, I was
heard?
about to
Have
say,
your
quick
parents
question,
heard
have
this
they
stuff?
heard? Because he said their friends heard it, and I'm like, have they heard? That spot, that line in there.
I'm like Titi kilo ń sọ lórí kíní ẹ̀ yìí.
Are you sure? Yeah,
Eh?
are you still a virgin?
Yeah, I love that track. There was another track, the real one,
Reminds
which
me of, sorry, Nikki, kind of that first Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
got a little city girl vibe. A little.
Some-
she goes in. She goes in.
I
Like
would say
she's
Nicki-
a rapper.
I would say
Rapper.
Nicki more than City Girl.
I'll take Nicki.
I'll take Nicki. No, I mean look, that's the flow that's reigning right now. The
Right,
You know,
but-
I mean, city girls can't really spit. You know, I mean,
Megan Thee Stallion-ish.
yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. Maybe I should say Megan.
Yeah. So who would you say are your musical influences? Your biggest musical influences? You've probably heard that
That's
question a
such
lot of
good
times.
question though, because I never have like one person.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, I actually listen to a lot of R&B music.
You do?
I still listen to 90s R&B a lot, but
Casey.
Biggie has been a big influence. Like the whole Bad Boy family
Mm-hmm.
at that time, like
Yeah.
they were my faves. And then I listen to a lot of female rappers.
Okay.
So Lil Kim,
Yeah.
Shauna. I don't know if you guys know Shauna.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
she was from Chicago.
Yeah, she's from Chicago. She's amazing. And to be honest, I have a secret. Like nobody likes her, but Kaya. Do y'all remember Kaya?
I don't
Was she
like
the one
her
that did
now.
my neck,
Yes.
my back?
Her now, I don't like.
I don't
Back
like her
then,
now. I don't like her
yes.
now. But her first album, Thug Misses,
That's the only song I know from her though.
man, no, like I had that
Yeah,
album.
me
My
too.
neck,
on
my back.
Yeah.
repeat. I
She
had
had
that
a
Oh,
couple
really?
bumps back in the day.
So you like that, like the ratchet shit, right?
I
Right?
do.
That's
I do
what it sounds like.
I do like.
Let me ask you because there was some songs on there, like the real ones, where like it sounded like you're like, are you part of that like Chicago street culture? Like, did you witness it? Like, what was that like for you growing up?
I mean, I definitely saw a lot.
You did?
I actually lived in the south suburbs, and people think because it's the suburbs, they think it's crazy. It's not crazy, but it was. Like I lived near Markham, Chicago Heights,
Okay.
and every party I used to go to, getting shot up.
Really?
Shot up. Like to the point where it took when I got older to realize like that's not normal.
No, yeah,
It was just
I
normal
can
for us
imagine.
like dodging bullets like
Yeah.
at the parties.
I'm sure after moving out of
That's
there,
a
you probably had
problem.
some level of PTSD to an extent, seeing certain things.
I'm definitely always like make sure I'm aware of my surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
Like even walking up here, I'm like I saw this man walking down the street. I'm like,
You
hold
are
on,
in
let me
B-More.
watch my
Hood.
bag.
You are in Baltimore,
Yeah.
so.
You're in the hood right now.
So let me play this real one because I know you were spitting on this one. Hold on one second. You guys warming up.
Are you turning it off?
Yeah.
Why? Just leave it like
Let's go. I am on a whole nother level. This year getting rid of them devils. Girl, you know you're worth more than a diamond. About time to let go of them pebbles. It's so many fish in the sea, but I chose to take you overseas. I swear to God you can see all these other dudes coming at me, trying to smash low key. Walk out in geezers, pick up the pieces, warm up the fleeces, passing out cold shoulders. Got standards, you don't make the status quo. So move to the side for a real one. I'ma throw it back for a real one. No scrub, no hoes, no shook ones. No broke niggas yelling out shotgun. Bring out the shotguns. Bang, bang. Fuck up the game. Grab the cocaine. Spark the propane. Leave the remains. If you gotta ask, well, I gotta dash. Cause you ain't the same. Nah, real talk, that's all I need. A lot of honesty and loyalty. Ass on damn, face on fleek. Still, you cannot get with me, nah. I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, no. I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want it, no. I don't want your number, no.
Yeah.
Are you signed right now?
I'm not.
Was this
Pretty independent.
an EP or album?
Was that you singing?
So
Oh,
no,
on the
I don't you know
sample,
this
on
song?
the sample.
No. There was a
My-
part in the beginning. That
yeah,
was
the whole first verse is
yeah.
with the sample. On
Okay, I know the sample.
My question is, for the sample, how do you
Clear it.
clear that or get away with that?
So I did not clear that.
Okay.
But
They
I know
never hit you up or anything?
they did like when it posted on YouTube and stuff. Like I got the
Yeah.
message like
Yeah. Copyright
so they kinda still
infringement.
they kind of still
They get-
monetize.
yeah,
from
they
it on their
monetize,
own,
yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
they're good.
I know.
And I think if it doesn't go over a certain amount, like if it doesn't sell over a certain amount, then it's
Then
not
you
a
have to-
problem.
That's not about
Yeah, I
problem.
was just
Yeah.
wondering how they.
Yeah. So let's go back. 15 years ago, you started rapping.
Yep.
You happened to. It sounded like you had a knack for dancing also.
Love dance.
You have a video called African Dance. You were like really dancing, like dancing. What did you went back to Nigeria for that,
I was
right?
in Nigeria, yep.
How was that last year?
This was this year.
This year?
Was in February.
Okay. Do you go back home often?
I do a little. I feel like a little too.
Are your parents back
I
home?
went like 4 times in the last 12 months.
Oh, really?
No. So my dad is late. My mom is.
Wait, I'm sorry. Your dad is.
He passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear.
It's okay. And my mom, she's in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but she goes. Like, she leaves Chicago in the winter and she goes to Nigeria or she'll go to Atlanta.
It's too cold.
Yeah, my mom, my parents also don't stay around for the winter.
Yeah.
They're here now, but they're mad that they're having to stay till December because of my introduction. And yeah, but that's topic for another day. So you started rapping and then take us through how like you evolved from. You started writing your own songs, right? Your raps and all that till today. Just.
So I went from, I call it the basement because that's where we're recording, in the basement of my friend's house. His name is Lottie. Shouts out to Lottie.
Okay.
And from there, this was like my junior year, and look, I'm telling my age now. So
Junior
this was
year in college?
Senior year of high school when
high
I
school.
started. So when I got to college, that's when I really was able to own my craft because. You know, we were in the dorm rooms just recording. Like freshman year, I feel like we had the whole school on lock. Like I just found friends who did the same thing, like producers on campus, engineers on campus. So we were able to just record, and then I knew DJs as well. So then we would like play our songs at the parties, at the house parties, and all of that. And then I performed a lot in school,
you did.
like a lot in school. Like
So you're used to being on stage. Like that's something that you do.
I definitely love the stage.
Interesting.
So I don't know how Summer Walker doesn't like the stage, but I do.
Yeah, did you guys hear about that?
I mean,
she's
she
having
has
like
anxiety
she has like
issues,
she's
though.
having like
Mental
a
health
breakdown
issue,
or something.
Yeah.
But it's
She has
weird,
anxiety.
because-
Everyone's different.
But
Some
wasn't
people
she a
love-
stripper?
Was she?
She was.
Stripper. That's what I'm like.
Oh. I mean,
That's the stage.
but anxiety also comes as we get. Some people develop it as they get older. So
That's true.
Interesting.
But yeah, so I
Summer
did a lot of
Walker was a
performing in
stripper?
school. Huh?
She was a stripper.
I did not know that.
Wasn't she
Isn't she young?
Wasn't she
Like
a
20-something?
cleaner at one point or something
I
like
thought
that?
that's
was?
what I
Yeah.
heard.
She was a
Yeah, she was
Like
a house cleaner.
a house cleaner.
That's what I thought I heard.
Some people just aren't. They're not used to that
Yeah,
fame.
Yeah, that's
She's hustling,
yeah.
bro.
But it sounds like you're ready for it. Like you're
ready.
in it. You're like
So ready.
you're about it.
Come on,
She's
guys.
like, when's
Some
the
people are
next show?
born for the stage. Some people are born for it. Some people are not.
I want to play this other song because this is one that told me that. Okay, I was like, if she's coming, should we have like some bodyguards around? Because I was like, yo, she sound like she's about that.
Oh, okay.
Is this song called "Still Dope"?
Oh, I like that song too. Look,
Yeah.
I'm like, I like that song.
Yeah. Talk, Mike.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. And I'm gonna play it really quickly just so you get an idea. And this was when I knew. I was like, okay, she's a spitter. Like she's an actual rapper. It sounds like now. Don't get me wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're a rapper first.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
are you a
rapper
singer?
first.
Yeah.
No, definitely a rapper.
You're
I
a
don't
rapper
even like the
first.
singing title.
Okay.
I can
Alright.
only sing in the studio.
All right. So let me play this real quick.
I'm not a come through chill fucking type. Hell no. I'm that bitch that will change your life. Yeah. Have you on your knees begging for a wife. That's me. Got that 9-inch pipe I can ride.
Woo!
Right.
I'm the hottest in the street.
Let your mommy hear this one.
Start putting out clean version.
Catch you in the line, I'ma make it choke, make it choke. I got shooters in Chicago who go bang bang. I got homies in Atlanta do the same thing. You do not know me, but you know the name. Low key come through and murder the game. Ride through the city with my top back. With some boss babes who know how to act. Can't hang with fake hoes, and that's a fact. Looking for a real G, where you at, where you at?
The funny thing is, I recorded this song at like 3 in the morning.
What was going on? What was going through your mind frame? Like you somebody, you got
Now, I was
killers out
talking
in
to
Chicago.
Everybody on that one, I'm not a come through chill type, because I got
Yeah.
fed up. Like you meet somebody, they get your number. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to
Come
come through and
through.
chill?
No, I
like,
don't wanna come
exactly.
through.
Like, I don't
But you
wanna
know what
your
that
last
means.
name,
Whenever a
like-
guy sends you that text,
What
you want to
is
come
that?
to. Of course, you already know it's all about. That's what it's all
obvious.
about.
But that's why it's a
know.
problem,
We don't want to.
Especially
What?
if I just met you.
But
like,
sometimes,
Have you gone on a date or
no,
something?
no.
Like,
But
can we go out?
sometimes some
Nah,
girls
nah,
just want to
nah.
come through and chill
Well,
though,
we don't wanna
That's
right?
why I said I'm not a come through chill type.
You're
Like,
not.
No, we gotta find somebody else for that.
Okay. All right.
I
Good
hate
for
it.
you.
I
Set
hate
your
it.
standards. Like what? No.
Wait, but then would you guys judge girls that are come through and chill
No,
type of
that
girls?
person's different.
I
Do
don't
you?
judge,
But
right.
Okay.
I'm not. That's all.
Exactly. I feel like that happens a lot in DC, actually.
You think so?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Growing up in the area, yes.
Have you encountered any of Wale's friends, the Yoruba demons? I'm playing. By the way. I'm playing. I'm messing
like
around. I'm
Nigerian
messing
guys I've
around.
encountered are not the come through chill. They want to take you on a in my experience.
In your
anyway,
experience?
they take
I
you on
haven't met
dates and
those.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what's it now? Okay, and you don't have to go into it if you don't want to. You don't have to go into it if you don't want to. But like, what's been the dating scene been like in DC, in the
It
DMV?
hasn't been good for
Really?
me. No, nobody likes me.
These fuck boys. What are they
Pretty
doing
much.
out
I
here?
keep meeting the fuck boys. Like, why?
Mm.
I don't know. There's a lot of fine men out here, though. I will say that.
You think?
Definitely way more options here than
Okay.
Atlanta and Chicago.
A lot of the guys in Atlanta, they're gay though. So
But it's a lot of
the
gay guys in
download
DC,
too,
too.
though.
DC as
but a
well.
lot of
Yeah, 'cause
download guys in
DC
Atlanta, man.
And DC.
I
And
feel like DC has more download guys.
Thank you. I think
In
in Atlanta
Atlanta,
they're out,
exactly.
right?
Well,
You're more out there
I
in
guess you're
Atlanta.
female, so you would know.
We know.
Because-
Trust me, because
But I haven't met
Stuff-
the wine
stories
and
I've
dine
heard.
ones.
Really? You play several instruments too, right?
I used to play piano.
Piano?
And a clarinet, but not no more.
Did you were you in the band in high school?
I was in it was high school
Uh-huh.
and it was elementary school, and then after that it was like,
or you did chorus and all that in high school. Yeah.
But look, on Still Dope, you said I got shooters in Chicago. You really
you
know
keep
some
going
shooters
back
out
to
here?
that?
No, I want to know.
The feds are watching.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Keep going back
Feds
to
are
that.
Don't you know
watching.
that your assigned FBI agent, your laptop is hearing this? You can hear this. Come on, man.
I was like, look, should we get some bodyguards? Because the way you were sounding on that
You
track.
understand? Yeah, you're trying to.
No, but I think what I'm trying to say is that I enjoyed Sweet Revenge. I got like a little peek into your world, and that was nice. And I was pleasantly surprised because I didn't know what I was walking into, and I was like, no, she can spit. She can spit. A few other things I wanted to touch on. So I know your website, www.ilokei.com.
Yes.
In case anyone wants to check that out, that's www.ilokei.com. There's a lot more information on there. I was gonna play this one clip. You had hopped on the Fuck You challenge.
I did.
I thought that was kind of.
did.
I didn't do
Look,
my
I'm like-
research, didn't you?
Play it.
All right, let me play that real quick because I thought that was kind of dope. You did your thing on there.
Hey yo, fuck all these haters and speculators. See them laughing now, but them go cry later. I don't talk too much, I'm about that action. If you fuck with me, then you will get blasted. A lot of you niggas sounding like you in your feelings. You was never my man, so sit back, play your position. If you want the cookie, gotta play the part. I am not the PS4, you can't play with my heart. So fuck what you heard, that shit is absurd. I don't fuck with fuck boys, you on my last nerve. Where are my boss babes, focus on the money. We ain't got time for niggas who acting funny. From my recollection, everything was copacetic, but then you switched up, so I'm no longer sympathetic. It could've all been simple, just like the alphabetics, but you slept on me with no anesthetics. Now I'm moving on like Maya, that's kinetics. Get it? Kinetics has like the same reaction and moves.
I'm like, she's a spitter. Because when I was going into this, I was thinking, okay, it was going to be some Afro, someone that's trying to just ascribe to this Afro beat thing and trying to do their own little thing. But then I got in and I was like, she can spit. You got metaphors, you got all these clever lines. That's a good look, man. That's a really, really good look. That's a really, really good look. So, but yeah, man. I want to get into other topics, but yeah, for those that are interested, I know your Instagram is I am Lokei.
Yes.
IAMLOKEI. You're on Instagram.
Yep.
I think you're a very, very talented individual.
you.
Yes,
And I'm gonna be following. I'm gonna be tracking, and
We'll see. So now we need to get into some topics.